What you doing, honey?
Cleaning my pots.
Cleaning your pots?
Pots.
Pots?
Pots, okay.
Pots, okay. Hey guys, welcome to another quick video from Homesteading Off the Grid. Today we are going to talk to you about some important tips when reusing planting pots. So what you see here is just a very small minority of some pots we just acquired. We just bought 2,500 plastic planting pots on Craigslist for $20. And we're going to link that video to the end of this one so you can see what that looks like when they're all together. It's crazy. But, you know, we bought these for some of our trees from our tree farm, our little nursery we have here. But there's some important things you've got to do before you just put your new trees into some used pots. And you're watching my beautiful bride do the most important thing right here. She is cleaning these pots very thoroughly, and it's simple what we're using. We're just scrubbing them down.
Sponge.
She got a sponge, and this is some hot water with Dawn antibacterial dishwashing detergent in it. We're not promoting Dawn as a product, but that's simply what we're using. She's scrubbing these things out just like she's using pots, and I've been helping her. I mean, and I'm going to help her with the rest. I'm not making her do 2,500 pots all by herself. And then putting them in rinse water. Nice, clean, fresh, cold rinse water, because in case you didn't know, cold water dissipates soap. We don't want soap going to our trees either, so we rinse them off, and then we're simply putting them on a rack to dry. Okay, now I want to point out a couple things here why we're doing it the way we're doing it. Okay, number one, we're doing it out in the open like this just because we love to be out in the open and look at nature. There's our little picnic area in our campsite up there. We got our gardens, but we love to be out, so we're kind of doing it up here. And we have a water pump right here for easy access to water. We just had to replace the overflow pump. That's why we have a hole there, but everything's working, so we've got easy access to water here. But the biggest reason that we can do it right here right now is because the sky is overcast. Okay, so tip number one, guys, when you got these plastic potting pots, keep them out of direct sunlight, unless of course you've got plants in them out. But if it was really bright and sunny right now, we wouldn't be doing this, because the sun will compromise the integrity of the plastic and it'll actually destroy it. Okay, but now the biggest reason we're doing this is because we don't know, I mean, I know where these planting pots came from. They came from a farm only a county away from a greenhouse. A guy bought a greenhouse that came with all these pots. He didn't need them. He sold them on Craigslist for 20 bucks. We bought them. But we don't know what type of soil was in these pots. We don't know what kind of plants were in these pots. We don't know how clean the farm or the greenhouse was where these pots came from. And we do a really good job here of keeping our place clean and disease free. And so we don't want to take 6 and 8 inch high oak trees or weeping willow trees we're doing from cuttings. We're growing oak trees from acorns. We don't want to put them in dirty, bacteria ridden, disease infested, fungal, nasty planting pots only to die. So yeah, it's going to take us some time to do this, to clean them, but we're going to make sure that when we transfer our soil, which we know is clean, and our trees, which we know are healthy, into these pots, they're going to continue to remain healthy. Okay, now, reason number two, and I found this out the hard way the other night when I was bringing these home. I'm driving down the road, 2,500 planting pots in my car, thinking, man, this is great. I hit the jackpot. And then all of a sudden, ouch, something bit me on the face. Ouch, something bit me on the leg. Next thing I know, I'm sitting in a swarm of mosquitoes. Guys, these things will retain water. They'll retain, well, look at that. Well, it's a little bit drizzly out here right now, but there's moisture in there. And the guy I bought these from had them stored outside, so mosquitoes were breeding in them. And we got a bunch of the trays that came with them. There was moisture in there, and I was sitting in the middle of a swarm of mosquitoes on the way home. So reason number two, you want to clean these and also make sure they thoroughly dry, is so that when you put them away in storage, you're not storing mosquitoes, mosquito nits, and you're not giving the mosquitoes a place to come breed and then create their own hordes around your property. So we're going to clean these maybe a couple hundred at a time. It'll take us a few weeks to get them all clean, but we will get them clean. We will rack them up here and let them dry fully. We will not store these until several hours from now, when we're sure and certain that they're dry. I know it looks like it's going to rain, but it's not. The rain's actually going to hold off till this evening. It's just going to be an overcast day all day today. But if we store these with any moisture on them, we're just inviting mosquitoes. So we're washing them in the warm, soapy, antibacterial water to get rid of any fungus, bacterial, or disease that came with them. And then we're rinsing them thoroughly and letting them dry thoroughly so that we're not attracting mosquitoes. And we like to use Dawn, again, not that we're promoting it, but their bottles say, Dawn saves wildlife. We don't know exactly how that works, but we like to think that for every plastic planting pot we clean with Dawn, we're saving one wildlife somewhere, somehow. Okay. So that's it, folks. We just wanted to share some tips with you on the importance of reusing plastic pots. And this isn't just important if you bought the pots from somewhere else, but if you're reusing them yourself, they're pots you've used over and over again, why take the risk? You never know what might be going on as far as bacterial breeding inside your pots. Take the time to wash them, clean them, dry them properly, store them properly, so that you keep, all the hard work you put into raising your trees, your plants, your vegetables, everything is worth it, because you don't incidentally kill something because of improper cleanliness practices. So that's all we've got for you today. If you enjoyed this video and you learned something from it, please subscribe to our channel, Homesteading Off the Grid. Beautiful bride, tell the folks goodbye.